I'd just like to demonstrate my backrest a little bit to show that it is possible to get the seat off with the backrest on. You just have to be very careful with the tank. I'd like to go over my backrest a little bit closer in case anyone would be interested in building one. The reason I have a weld right here is because I didn't like how I had it built once it was done, and I ended up having everything welded in solid and needed to move it back, so I just cut that flat stock right there and moved it back. And this is 1.5 inches, and it's about 15.5 inches long with that weld modification in there. And I've got 1 inch, 1 inch by 12 on square tube. On the top here, this is just a piece of angle iron with a angle cut in it on both sides. And then I've got a little flat bar underneath it, and this piece here is just a bunch of weld I pulled up and ground down to cover where those two square tubes meet. I mean, this was not complicated by any means. It was just a lot of setting and resetting and clamping to get it set to where I thought I wanted it. And then this was a mistake, honestly, but if you want to buy this backrest, I know how to build them. I can build one without that. But I don't think you really need plans for this because every bike's different. But for a Versys with an SW Motec mount, rack mount, they're pretty simple, really. I can't believe no one's tried this before. Corbin makes a backrest for the passenger, and I think it's Russell makes a seat with a backrest for the driver, but those seats are just outrageously expensive. And I actually had a Corbin seat on this bike, and it's so hard I couldn't stand it. They say they break in, but I don't believe it. It was just way too hard. The Saddleman, was it Saddleman? No, Saddleman makes luggage. Sorry, Russell. I'm pretty sure it was a Russell. I mean, it was going to be like almost $1,000, between $700 and $1,000 for a seat with a driver backrest by the time you send the cores back and forth. And I just can't justify spending that much money on a seat, you know. I've got the, as you saw before, Kawasaki Versys factory gel seat, which I find more than reasonable for price, and it's very comfortable. Every once in a while you get lucky on eBay and you can find one, but I think they retail for 400 something regularly. Anyway, as you can see, I got a mess of wires in there. I'll try and explain those once I get my heated gear all put in.